Okay, I'm just getting ready for the surface area. So, as we have talked about before, surface area refers to how much paint you would need to paint the outside of the prism or how much area is in the surfaces of the prism. So, we first have to inspect the prism and we can look that there are two triangles and they are equal. There's one at the front, there's one at the back. It also is made up of three rectangles. There's one over here, one at the bottom, and one at the back. Okay? These could be different rectangles or the same rectangles. So let's talk about one if it were the same. So in this case, when it says 5 centimeters here, 5 centimeters here, 5 centimeters here, I know that that's going to be they're all the same because they all share the same length as well. So that means that I have three equal rectangles over here. So let's start doing the surface area for an easier example. So I always start with triangles first so I don't forget. So remember, we are using the formula for a triangle to find the base of it, which is over here. So we go 5 centimeters times 4 centimeters. Okay, it is important that the base of the triangle is the one that is perpendicular to the height, because you might get confused if there's numbers on the side. So remember, it is perpendicular to the height. So that means it makes a 90-degree angle. So I go 5 centimeters times 4 centimeters. That equals 20 centimeters squared, but I haven't done the half yet. Remember, the area of a triangle is half times base times height, or base times height divided by 2. So I'm left with 10 centimeters squared. Each of my little triangles is 10 centimeters squared. How many triangles are there? There are 2 triangles. So that's why I multiply it by 2. I get a total of 20 centimeters squared. Okay, let's go on to rectangles. So these are all the same. So I go 5 centimeters times 10 centimeters, and I am left with 50 centimeters squared. Remember, the formula of a rectangle is length times its width. So we go 5 centimeters times 10 centimeters. So I know that there are 3 rectangles. So I go 1, 2, 3. That's why I multiply it by 3. I am left with 150 centimeters squared. I add it all up and I get a total of 170 centimeters squared. Okay, this could be different if the sides of the triangle are different. Okay, so this is like a scalene triangle because all of the sides are different. Okay, so this side is 6, this side is 7, this side is 5. Okay, the most important thing you need to know is, let me get a pen. This side of the rectangle is the exact same as this one because they are glued together once you put it in a 3D. Okay, so that means this side is also 5. And this side is the same as this side. And it is also 7 because they will be glued together. Just like I expect this one and this one to be 7, and this side to be 5. Okay, so as always, you can start with triangles first, like me if you want. So let's start with the triangles. I look for the one that is perpendicular to the height. So that is 6 centimeters times 4 centimeters. Don't forget to multiply by half or divide it by 2. You get 12 centimeters squared. So that is the area for each of the triangles. How many triangles do I have? I have 2, which is why I multiply by 2 again. I am left with 24 centimeters squared. Now there are 3 rectangles, and we know that all of these are different. So I just numbered them off so you could see the difference between all of them. So the first one is 9 times 5, add units, 9 times 6, add units, 9 times 7, add units. I have them all here. Then you add it all up. I go 24 centimeters squared plus 45 centimeters squared plus 54 centimeters squared plus 63 centimeters squared. And you get a total, of 186 centimeters squared. Okay? So just remember that the most important thing is that this side is the same as this side, and this side will be the same as this side. Okay? And